All right, y'all. So today I want to just kind of share a story and talk about stress management and stress, especially for Black people, especially in this time right now that we're in, with the whole whatever pandemic and whatnot. But so let's see, how did the story go? What happened? So I went running. If you listen to my Monday morning motivational episode, then you'll know that I went running. And then after that, I do sometimes get headaches when I run in the heat and haven't run for a while, like, a week or so. But the headache I get migraines, but this one was exceptionally intense. And they're always intense, but it was even more intense than usual. And it didn't seem like the source was something like, usually I feel like there are many triggers for my migraines, but usually I feel like it'll be either heat or dehydration or overworking. Like, is my body trying to tell me you need to chill out, just calm down? Because migraines are really the only thing that put me out. Everything else I kind of can muster through and still do what I got to do. But when I have a migraine, I can't drive, I can't clean, I barely can even maintain, my son. So I have to have like, thank God my husband will be around or something like that. But this one, it was more like I started realizing, I'm like, dang, it's this tension that I've been having in my shoulder for almost a year, since like I've been saying I need a massage since like last year before my birthday. My birthday's in November, so even before that, I was saying I'm gonna get a massage in November. That year passed, didn't do it. I've been saying it all this year. I still haven't gotten it, and then so it was just so debilitating, this migraine. I ended up going to the ER the next day, even though it kind of had went down. But that whole night, I really couldn't even sleep. It was just horrible. But so I went, and they couldn't. They just like, okay, we'll give you this pain medicine and what else? Muscle relaxer. And so I was like, okay, that's not going to solve the problem. That's just like a Band-Aid, which I already kind of expected. But I thought they were going to, refer me to some kind of like physical therapy or something. They're like, well, it's probably because you were dehydrated or you haven't ran in a while, and the muscle spasm. I'm like, that could be it. But that's still not going to solve the problem. I need this pain to go away. I have like no range of motion. So I decided to go to the like to get a deep tissue massage, because it was really like necessary, like for me. It was like excruciating. So I did that, and when I tell you that knot had grown, like I feel like a knot that has been there my whole life. It's like 30 something years of stress that built up into these knots that are in like my trapezes, or like the shoulder muscles. And oh my gosh, like it wore the therapist out, like the masseuse out. They had to go out several times and for a break because that's how bad that, like, my body was so tense, and neck and shoulders and all that triggered the headache, because it's all interconnected. And that just kind of just shows you too, like, how interconnected the whole body is, and just life in general. But so that made me feel like a lot better. But it just kind of goes to show you, this is all to say that when you have stress, notice when you're feeling stress, where in your body that you hold that stress, because you can be walking around so like blind to where you have been holding this stress in your body. And this is why they say like trauma and all these things are housed in your body. And so when you're carrying it, it sends signal to your brain. And this is when the thoughts come up, and then the thoughts communicate back to the body. And this is where you feel like you're always in this fight or flight, constantly this survival mode. You're not ever able to rest and digest, or relax, in other words. So yeah, I was just like trying to rub this little knot, and it made like my body's like, okay, spirit, you finna go, you finna have this headache forever, or you finna go get it done, taken care of, or whatever. So yeah, just whenever you're feeling stressed, kind of notice where you're holding that stress. Like, is it in your shoulders? Is it in your back? And part of self-love is self-care, and you need to maintain that as well. I know for a lot of us, we didn't really grow up knowing about going to get massages or doing these types of things. And for me, that was like my first massage ever. So it was something new to me, professional wise, whatever. But it was something new to me to do, and it was very necessary. And it's something that I do want to incorporate in my daily, not daily, but like, monthly or, every so often, like self-care regimen. So these are just things I want you to contemplate, because we are in stressful times, and a lot of times we just go through life and not even being consciously aware of the things that's going on within our body. And the more and more I become, how can I say, not analytical, but the more and more I like just analyze and pay attention to my body and get more into my body, I notice the things that it needs. And that's part of the spirit as well. Your spirit is communicating through your body. Your body is your oracle. So just kind of maintaining. There are a lot of things that you could do to manage your stress, and I'm working on a video right now to kind of add on top of making the mundane things have meaning, because they can serve a purpose of stress management. And so, basically try to do, how can I say? Yeah, just being mindful of that, guys. So be mindful, do some self-care, make sure you're staying aware of your body and its needs, and take care of that vessel, because it's important. Your body is important. But that's all I want to say. I want to do just a quick thing about that, share that, and kind of keep you guys aware and stay, how can I say, continue to maintain your stress and deal with those issues that you may be having.